Hi, I'm Steve, the Introverted Traveler. I've made it my mission in life to explore the beaches, deserts, mountains, and even cityscapes around us, and to do so while avoiding contact with as many people as possible. And although I will never hang out with you for any reason, I do invite you to join me on my journey. Come and see the world through the eyes of an extreme introvert. On this edition, we take a hike near Lincoln City in the beautiful state of Oregon to God's Thumb. Along the way, we encountered dense forests, stunning coastal views, and the law of gravity. Afterward, we move inland to the quiet Willamette Valley to take a hike through the forest of the Our Lady of Guadalupe Trappist Abbey. It is a trail of tall trees, spirituality, and tranquility. Why the hell am I on it? All this and more on this Introverted Travels. And as usual, I am back again for another adventure. Today, we, and I do mean we, are on the coast of Oregon. We're actually in Lincoln City, Oregon, but not on the actual beach area. We are going to be above the beaches today. We're doing something called God's Thumb via the Knoll, and it's going to take us above, high on the cliffs, so we can see the ocean and we can get beautiful views. If, and that's a big if, the clouds are, decent and there's no fog. So hopefully it won't rain. It's not scheduled to, but you never know. We're in Oregon. And there's a bunch of cars here at the trailhead, but I've only seen a couple of hikers so far. So I'm hoping, please, that this is one of those trails in which people are few and far between. I can't guarantee it. With my luck, probably not. With my luck, there's probably a freaking wedding or something happening up on the cliffs, but hopefully not. But we're gonna try it. Well, so far, the first half mile of this hike has been up a road, and there's people's driveways like right here. There's a house. So basically, we're cruising through a residential neighborhood. Doesn't bode well for a trail that doesn't have a lot of people. But again, I'm here on a Wednesday, the Wednesday after Christmas. So far, it's quiet. But yeah, just brace for the complaining. Put a little countdown, a countdown in your head, because you know it's coming. It's coming. Oh, here we go. Okay. Park here for the Knoll. Leave, no trace, and no turnaround. Please pack out what you pack in. Well, let's see. I got me. I got him. I got my backpack. I don't have my bad attitude, but that goes everywhere with me. So we definitely will not leave it here. All right, we finally made it to a real trail, a proper trail. We're off the road. Dog is in dog mode. Behind me, I can hear the roar of the ocean or the slow murmur of death. I don't know which anymore. I can't distinguish, but it sounds like the ocean to me. And we're going up. Apparently this is the Knoll. That's K-N-O-L-L. Not N-U-L-L as I would often use. So we're gonna keep going. I don't know what the hell's going on in that bush there, but apparently he's having some kind of dog party. And I'll keep you updated. I swear, I need to get faster at filming these things. We're only, according to All Trails, at 1.2 miles. Seems like I've been hiking this thing for an hour already, which I probably have. But, well, the dog and I stopped to have a snack. I've had to readjust the camera multiple times. My GoPro has this glitch in it that occasionally it just stops turning on, so I have to take the battery out, but I have to unhook everything to do that. So, I'm incredibly slow. But look where we are. Look at this. It's like I'm in Jurassic Park. This is beautiful. And we have, let me redo this here. So, I don't know if you can see it, we have the mist coming through the trees. We have the roar of the ocean in the background. Whether or not we'll actually be able to see the ocean, that's a whole other story. But apparently, according to the map that I have, this takes you right above the cliffs. So, we have the beautiful trees. And then we have the wonder of nature. That is a dog in flannel. He's being a little lethargic today. I think he's tired. Baby didn't get his Starbucks this morning. Okay, there's an unwritten trail rule. We've talked about this a little bit before. There's been like no one on this trail. I haven't, maybe a few, you know, at the very beginning, but we haven't seen anybody since we've been hiking, you know, in the cool parts. However, there were a bunch of cars at the trailhead. So the rule basically says that the trail might be empty, but as long as there are cars in the parking lot, when you get to the cool thing that you're going to go see, that's when all of a sudden there will be 1,000 people there. They come out of nowhere. They're like ninjas. They just jump out of the forest. They crawl up cliffs. I don't know how they get out there. I mean, I'm apparently hiking, but it doesn't seem like it because you don't see them on the trail. But they're there, and they'll just suddenly appear. So, again, set your countdown clocks, because you know the complaining is coming. So far, that was me, buddy. So far, no reason to complain. Not really, but I can sense their presence, folks. I can sense the people just ready to ruin the entire hike, ready to drain my energy, to be the psychic vampires that people in general are. I can sense it, it's coming. Yep, so far, the theory's been proven. People are coming out of the woods. People are passing me on the trail. We're not there yet. We're just about there. We're just about to the scenic overlook that will show us, well, probably the fog on the ocean, but people are everywhere now. Well, not really. I've seen like 5, but still, to me, that's a lot of people. All right, we made it to the end of the All Trails map, but there's something cool down there. I think we're gonna try it. We may not make it. We're gonna try to get to that point on that rock right over there. Let's go. Hey, you wanna try it? Yeah, it's slippery, but other than that, here we go. Oh, okay. We're just going down a mud path. If it was like summer, this would be way easier. Oh. All right, there's mud on my lens. I'll clean that in a minute. Everyone's coming down this single hill here, and I started to slip, and then I noticed it's a neat little side trail right there. That's a way easier trail. So that's the way I'm going back up. So far, well, that's from earlier. Hey, it's not a hike without the blood, folks. Here's the shoes. There's a dog. He's just sort of trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing. And we're trying to get over there. Maybe, maybe not. Let's try it. Okay. Stay put, buddy. I'm coming back up. Oh, that was fun. Whew.
Okay, well that's had a fall. Ah, tumbled right down the hill. Wonderful, great. This is dangerous. Of course I'm doing it. Let's go. Well, once again, the fear of heights prevents me. That's a steep, very muddy hill, and I literally just tumbled down one. So we're just gonna enjoy the views as we see them here, and leave it at that. Let's go. All right, so if you see way in the distance that hill that some people are standing on, that's where we were trying to get to. The path up to that trail, and actually down to that trail too, is very steep and muddy. Fear of heights kicked in. I ended up way over there somewhere. The dog's okay. I made sure my buddy was safe. I always do. Me, on the other hand, well, I'm nature's punching bag, folks, and I got my ass kicked. But we're back here just briefly because I don't feel like I did it justice earlier when I was here taking video, and I'm going to take some photographs. So I feel like Mike Tyson just beat the shit out of me. It's nature. Nature couldn't kill me yesterday, so it tried again today. Well, guess what, nature? Apparently I don't die very easily, so you can throw a cliff at me, you can throw a cactus at me, you can throw the whole freaking mountain at me, and all I'm gonna do is whine on a GoPro. I'm definitely not invincible because that hurt like crap, but still. It takes a lot to kill me. Look at the waves. They're pretty, aren't they? It's the Oregon coast, folks. Anything can happen out here. And apparently does. All right, that's enough doing dumb things by the ocean for one day. We're going back to the car. See, he's already headed there. Wait for me, buddy. Wait for me. Oh, this is typical. Started raining, so of course I gear up, and now the minute after I get everything on, mostly stopped raining. So this happened. Yeah, now we have a well, I don't know what to call it, but it looks like a walking pack of meat. All right, we are almost back to my car. So we're gonna do a very quick trail rating. Again, if you've seen any of my videos, the two of you that watch these videos, you know that the rating goes from 1, which is the number of people that you'd encounter on Disneyland on the 4th of July, which is horrible for introverts. Absolutely worst, that's introvert getting, the nightmare of nightmares. And it goes up to a 10, which is the middle of Antarctica in a field with only penguins and ice, which is the ideal dream, at least for my version of introversion. And I'm certainly not going to debate the definition of introversion because I don't care. So on that scale, this trail, as I did it today, is about a 4. There was a lot of solitude in the beginning, and then people started flocking in. My theory was proven correct. The minute you get to the end of any trail that has something cool, even if you've literally seen 0 people, people will appear. That's exactly what happened, unfortunately. There were people everywhere, and they ruined the moment, they ruined the scenery, they ruined everything, as people always do. But that's okay, it was still beautiful out there, despite the people. There's only so much they can do when nature is as glorious and beautiful as it is here on the Oregon coast. So that's my rating for this particular trail. I'm tired, I'm beat up, and I'm gonna go home.
As our hike to the coast comes to an end, we move inland to the Willamette Valley that lies between Portland and the state's capital of Salem. Here, we encounter a unique hiking trail of religious devotion. Welcome to the Our Lady of Guadalupe Trappist Abbey.
We are back again on our final day here in Oregon. It is actually New Year's Day, and what did you expect me to do? Like actually celebrate or sleep in or something? No, I'm out here once again on another hike. This time, a little bit of interesting location. I'm at the Trappist Abbey Monastery, which is near a small town called Dayton, Oregon. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere, Oregon, between Salem and Portland, but off the beaten path a little bit. And today we're doing the Trappist Abbey, essentially loop trail. I'll put the actual name of the trail in the description later on, but this is private property, but it's open to the public. There are some trail rules, one of them being no dogs, the other one being no alcohol and firearms. So hopefully that combination will keep away about 98% of the Oregon population. Now, according to the sign that I read at the trailhead, this monastery has been out here for about 60 years, and I believe the access to this trail has been out here for about that long. It's about 14 monks that live here. We're not gonna interact with them today, more than likely, because I'm doing this as introvertedly as I can. And there are a couple of cars at the trailhead, but I have a feeling this might be a quiet one today. So it's peaceful, spiritual, and relatively people-free. Sounds like a good way to spend New Year's Day. Okay, we're about a mile in, and this place is seriously cool. I mean, check this out. It's like I'm in some sort of fairy tale or fairy book, storybook. There you go, storybook forest. I'm worried that wolves dressed as grandmas are gonna come running out, and like, there's gonna be like 3 little pigs and whatever other awful things come out of fairy book stories. I don't know, I'm not into those stories, but this is Oregon, folks. We're in a place called, I believe, and I may be mispronouncing it because I'm going off of memory, and we all know I'm old, the Willamette Valley here in Oregon. And it's where there's a lot of agriculture, there's a lot of wineries near here. But yeah, this is beautiful. And again, I haven't seen anybody out here today. It's just me and you via GoPro. It's heaven. Well, some hikes, you do them to get to a goal or to get to a waterfall or on top of a mountain. And then there are some hikes that are just great for the views. And it looks like today's hike is one for the views. I mean, look at that. This is absolutely beautiful. This is gorgeous. This is amazing. So far, I've got to say, this trail out here on this monastery is just gorgeous. It's quiet, it's respectful. There's mud everywhere, but you know, we're in Oregon, so again, it's like, you know, that's like going to the desert and going, oh, there's cactus and sand, how dare they? No, mud is like the currency in Oregon. It's the dollar and then followed by mud. But this is definitely a great place to be. All right, since we are on the property of the Trappist Abbey, this is essentially, no, let's see if I can handle the selfie stick properly. This is essentially, you know, religious ground. So there's a Guadalupe shrine up here. But I noticed something. Here's the sign of the shrine. If we get close enough, it looks like somebody has shot the hell out of it, probably with BBs, because that's not bullets. I would doubt it very much. I know nothing about firearms. I'm a pacifist, so I have no need for firearms. I don't even know anything about BB guns, but it looks like somebody used that as target practice, and then somebody either poked or blew or nailed a gigantic hole in the side. And just, again, I mean, this is the last place where I would want to do any sort of violence or shooting or anything like that. It's very quiet out here. It's absolutely beautiful. But it just goes back to my hypothesis that people are, ugh. So let's go take a look at the shrine. I'm just gonna walk up here. And for the record, not that anyone really cares, the 2 or 3 people that actually watch my videos, I am not at all religious. I'm agnostic. I'm not an atheist, but I'm agnostic. I don't subscribe to organized religion, so I have no knowledge of firearms or religion. So in the area that most people are well versed in, shooting people and praying, I know nothing. You know, next to nothing. But I appreciate this trail and the land, and I appreciate the monks in the monastery or the abbey that has permitted us on here. So I will go up and look at this shrine. It is beautiful. I mean, I do enjoy the artwork and so forth, but I don't know what the etiquette for this type of stuff is. So hopefully I'm not, you know, committing a grave injustice to those that believe, but it's out here. Very cool. I appreciate that the Abbey has permitted the public onto this land, because this place is gorgeous. This is pure Oregon, folks. And so they're doing the public a service by letting us out here. So if you do come out here, please don't shoot their signs. Please don't mess with their shrines. Just be nice to humans. You know, I don't like humans, but I don't you know, justify being mean to anybody. I'm a peaceful, you know, introvert that hates all humanity. I'm not one that, you know, wants to hurt anybody. So just don't blow holes in the shrine sign, please. And don't knock things over. Don't stomp around. Don't run off the trail. Just follow the rules. That's all you have to do. Well, as I have with all the other trails, I will go ahead and rate this one. Actually, I will go ahead and step over this fallen tree that you can't see, that's in the way. And then I'll go ahead and rate. And again, this is our introversion scale. And hopefully I'm not confusing people with the scale, but a 1 is the number of people that you'd meet or see at Disneyland on the 4th of July. The mad, chaos, miserable existence that is, you know, a gigantic, huge crowd. And a 10 is the bliss and joy and serene wonderfulness that is the number of people you'd meet out in a field in Antarctica somewhere, you know, next to the penguins and the walruses and whatever else is in the middle of Antarctica. So on that scale, number of people really, 1 to 10. This trail rates about a 9, and I'm gonna put a little asterisk there because in the past few minutes, actually, there's been a few other hikers, but I will stress that that's just been a few other hikers. Now I'm here on New Year's Day, 2023. More than likely, this video with my rate of editing won't come out until New Year's Day of 2024. But when you do see this video, know that I'm out here on a holiday. I'm out here. And actually, relatively, for Oregon in January, relatively nice weather. But after a week of just rainstorm after rainstorm after rainstorm. And so, those are the conditions I'm out here under. So this may not, again, be a reflection of the number of people you'd meet here on an average day, especially in the summer. But hey, that's okay. If you come out here like I did on this day, you'll get a relatively introverted hike. And it's wonderful. There's hardly anybody around. You don't have to listen to mundane conversations for the most part. And yeah, you can actually be at peace with nature. So I'm gonna give it a 9, 8 or a 9. We'll do a border because there are some people out here. But other than that, it's been a great experience. It's a great hike. And we're headed back. So I'm gonna see you down at the trailhead one last time. But yeah, good hike, good day. Well, I'm seeing both the trailhead and some other people down the trail here. So I will say that's a wrap on this hike. And that's a wrap on the entire trip. Tomorrow, unfortunately, I'm headed back into California. But for now, I'm gonna finish this hike. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna tell all of you to stay introverted. And I'll see you on the next adventure.